Gators Power Systems is the area's leading Kohler standby generator solution, specializing in maintenance, repair, and installation on all major brands, from gas to diesel and 2 kW to 2000. Home or commercial, our team has you covered. Our factory-certified technicians and installers are highly trained to provide response and repair when you need it the most. We service what we sell, period. Trust the Gators, where we sink our teeth into service.
All right, we are back with Travis Terrebonne, and of course, he is HTV Power Systems. He's our expert when we come talking about these things, and he's the owner of Gators. And Travis, let's talk a little bit about, we always talk about what can government do for us? Or, come on, you didn't give me this, or you didn't give me that. But we, as a consumer, what can we do to help local government, state government? There's some things we could do.
Sure. As a generator owner, I think we all have a responsibility to protect, and extend quality of human life. So people don't think about it. Man, I just want a generator to run my house, and I want my AC and power, and I want to turn on the news. And we all want that. That's why we invest in those luxuries. But just expecting these things just to run for days on end and hours on end because you have an unlimited supply of gas, that's just unrealistic expectations, and it's a destination for failure. So there's a lot of steps you could do as far as, shutting them down every couple of days. Well, the manufacturer is going to tell you one thing, but an expert, which I'm an expert from the perspective of I've seen the worst of it, is every 48 hours, especially the people that have air-cooled generators, man, shut these things down until you can put your hand in there and touch the exhaust. That's going to allow that gas manifold to recuperate, get a little bit of pressure back up. Every one unit that gets shut down on that gas grid is going to help build up that low gas pressure problem. And it also is going to save wear and tear on your unit, allow you to keep it properly maintained as well, not just changing the oil. There's a lot of things involved. If you have a Generac or a Briggs & Stratton, you need to adjust those intake and exhaust valves. And if you don't know how to do it, there's YouTube or there's calling a professional, but there's a ton of things that get overlooked when in terms of these generators running efficiently. And it's pretty irresponsible just to plug it in one day and just hope and realize that you never have to touch it forever. There's maintenance and work that you need to be doing to keep these things as a great proponent of our community.
I also want to bring up the fact that for years I've told people during storms, don't go wire your generator until your fuse panel. Yeah. Because there's going to be a guy working on the line. If you don't do it properly, you could kill it. Sure. Or her, for that matter. But any advice on that, realm?
Absolutely. There's a reason why automatic transfer switch and means of disconnect are intentionally installed in conjunction with your meter pan. And that's because you have to have a specific means of disconnect, because during a storm or during an outage or anything that happens, if there's like a fire or emergency services gets dispatched to your home, they have to be able to clearly and easily come in and just kill power. And if your generator is not wired in correctly, when they kill power and they go in there to save your life, the generator starts and could electrocute somebody. So your means of disconnect and the methodology in which it's wired in is crucial, not only for you, but for the people coming to save your life. So having a generator can help you, but if you don't have it in wired wrong, it could kill somebody else.
And that's why the codes are pretty strict. That's right. When it comes to that, and there's no reason they shouldn't be.
That's right. They should be very strict. Don't get me wrong. Here in Terrebonne, we got amazing parish government, and our utilities department is very proactive, but it doesn't mean that each consumer shouldn't be responsible for at least their own home and protecting the people that come in contact with it.
Well, haven't we come so far with generators? I remember back in the day when everybody had the little, pull generator, and you just ran your refrigerator.
Absolutely.
Or whatever. And then when yours got cool, you ran an extension cord to your neighbors and let theirs get cool. It was a community thing. Times have changed. Yeah. Everybody wants their own convenience. But there's rules that go with it.
That's right. And innovation is amazing. I've watched in my 20 years in oil and gas, I've watched the innovation of these things just exponentially grow. And on Friday, I'm getting on a Zoom call with people from all over the nation on a board that we're put together on how to make them more efficient, more affordable, more smart. Now we can monitor these things from cell phones, start them and stop them from a cell phone. But getting asked to represent the Gulf Coast on the next phase of home power generation is something I take with great pride, because I feel like generators, we are actually one of the smaller markets in the country when it comes to standby generators. And in our area, you wouldn't think that. Mm-hmm. But we are also one of the most unique. We got salt air here that rusts everything, and we got a lot of different environmental issues that are different than up in the Pacific Northwest or the plains. We got water here. Generators are up on aluminum stands. Everywhere else in the country, they think that's crazy. So
I'm going to bring up a graphic we have. Y'all have a running kind of sale right here, and that's pretty good.
Look, what that is, man, it's $49. If you have a generator from us or you don't, what we're going to do is come out and we're not only going to look at the generator. It's called a home energy inspection. What we're going to do for $50 is tell you, hey, your home is prepared and ready for storm season. Even if you don't have a generator, our electricians are going to look at your electrical panel. If you want to wire in a temporary plug, if we want you to do it right, we want you to do it safe. And for $50, it's not just a gimmick. We're going to leave you with a one-page document that's going to look at everything. If you have a generator, people don't think about this. I'll close with saying, if you have a generator that's 10 years old, it's got an engine. What happens to an engine after 10 years? It starts to wear out, the horsepower production decreases. Well, as your home ages, the energy demands increase. So now you have a tired generator trying to power up a tired home. Well, that's a recipe for disaster, and a couple days into the storm if you don't want to spend $50 to give you a peace of mind.
All right, let's bring up the number, Jay, if we can, for Gen Gators. Give them a call, 985-857-0357. We'll see you next week.
Cool.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights. South Louisiana Bank, it's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough. Alford and Associates, for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality.